If you're thinking about moving to Wichita, Kansas, and tornadoes are the thing keeping you up at night, stay with me because the honest answer is probably not what you've been seeing online. I've got a real local story that proves exactly why preparation matters more than fear. Yes, Wichita is in Tornado Alley. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not. Tornadoes are a real part of life in Kansas, and anyone who tells you otherwise isn't being straight with you. But here's where the internet gets it wrong. Most of your tornado content you're going to find online is either trying to scare you away, overhyping things, or those that are trying to completely dismiss it. Neither one is the honest answer. The reality is tornadoes happen. Severe weather happens. But when you look at the history, 4 significant tornadoes have affected the Wichita area in over 30 years. We're talking EF-3 strength tornadoes and higher. Let's show you right there. Brief little snippet. These are the last 4 tornadoes, each one tracked through a very specific narrow corridor. The vast majority of homes across the metro were never in those direct paths. The risk is real and localized, not a blanket threat over the entire city. And I want to back that up with a real local example. This was the latest tornado. In April 2022, an EF-3 tornado tracked nearly 13 miles right through Andover, just east of Wichita. Over 1,000 buildings were damaged, more than 300 completely destroyed. And you know how many fatalities there were? 0. Not one fatality. The police chief said it himself. You can see here. It's absolutely a miracle. Andover Fire Chief talks tornado recovery community coming together. Absolutely a miracle. He credits the warning system and the people who took it seriously. I'll link the full KSN article down below. Huge thank you to Daniel Fair and KSN for their coverage. That's the real story of tornado season in Kansas. The risk is real. The preparation works. What I want to give you today is the complete, honest picture what severe weather actually looks like right here. What you need to have in place before it arrives. And one thing every single person needs to know that most people don't find out until they've already been here a year. Stay with me. Let me tell you what a typical severe weather day here actually looks like, because it's probably not what you're imagining. Now, what you've just heard is the Monday noon siren test. Every Monday at noon, the city of Wichita tests its outside warning signals every single Monday, noon. If you move here and nobody told you that, and you hear these sirens going off on a random Monday afternoon, you're probably going to panic. I've seen it happen Monday noon. Don't forget. It's a scheduled test. It is routine. It's not a warning. Tornado season in Kansas is generally March through June, with April and May being the most active months. Now, that doesn't mean tornadoes can't happen outside that window. They can, but that's when you want to plan fully in place. A typical severe weather day looks like this. You'll know days in advance that, hey, the conditions are favorable. The National Weather Service is incredibly good at identifying severe weather setups. You're typically not going to be caught off guard most of the time. What you'll experience most often living here is severe thunderstorms, large hail, heavy wind, heavy rain. That happens multiple times a year, and it's honestly part of what makes spring here dramatic. That's the critical part. If those sirens go off any other time outside of that Monday noon test or outside of a previously announced testing schedule, you take action immediately. Lowest floor, interior room, away from the windows, no hesitation. You're going to have those folks out there, let me go look at the storm. No, get inside, no hesitation. One more thing worth mentioning, red flag warnings and burn bans. During the more dry stretches, especially late summer and the fall, when you got high winds, low humidity, dry conditions combined, you'll hear about red flag warnings. That means elevated fire danger. Counties often issue burn bans, no outside burning, nothing that could cause a spark. If you're coming from states where wildfires are a part of life, you know the drill. If not, it's manageable. Just be aware it's part of the seasonal picture here. Want to listen? Now you know what to listen for. Let me walk you through exactly what to have in place before severe weather season arrives. Because knowing is one thing, having a real plan is completely different. My honest advice to anyone moving to Wichita, build your plan before you ever need this. Don't wait until a tornado warning hits your phone to figure out where your safe spot is. In your home, lowest floor, interior room, away from the windows. If you have a basement, that's your go-to. If not, interior bathroom, closet, or hallway on the lowest level. Know the difference between a watch and a warning. I know, roll your eyes. A watch means the conditions are a little more favorable. Be aware, stay alert. A warning means a tornado has been spotted or confirmed on the radar. You take cover now. You're gonna have people going outside. Oh, let's go take a look. No, take cover now. No delay. Make sure your phone's emergency alerts are turned on. And I strongly recommend you get one of these. It's a weather radio. This is a dedicated device that alerts you even when your phone's off or out of reach. It's one of the best investments you can make when you move to Kansas. Another tool worth bookmarking, we'll show you now, Can Drive. So any weather-related impacts, weather radar, how the traffic's going, weather stations with alerts, what have you, live road conditions, closures. During the more severe weather, you can see what roads are shut down, if they are, before you get in your car. You can hop on these cameras, depending on where you're at. We'll show you. You got all these cameras here. Click on one of the cameras. It's going to give you an idea. You can see what it looks like before you hop in the car. And of course, we've got the National Weather Service as well. These are the people watching the sky for this region around the clock. They're your most reliable source for severe weather information in the Wichita area. Bookmark it. Know it exists before you need it. Now, here's the bottom line, because this is what it really comes down to for anyone making this decision about moving to Wichita or the surrounding areas. Here's the honest bottom line. There are two kinds of people when it comes to Kansas weather. The ones who step outside when the storms are rolling in, trying to get that look. And the ones who hype everything up like every thunderstorm is the end of the world. Neither one is the right approach. We make sure and come with the receipts. This map here comes from the National Weather Service. It shows most of the notable tornadoes to affect the Wichita area. So you'll be able to hop in here. It's going to let you know. So this was for the previous storm. This was the one that came through and hit Andover back in 2022. You've got all the information here with pictures. You want to dive in there, we'll throw the link down below. Other photos, videos. You can look at the radar, what was going on, the storm reports, and then of course we showed you this just a little bit ago. This shows the most notable storms, the significant storms in the area since 1991. That's over 30 years. Each one, as you see, tracked through a very specific corridor, very narrow. The risk is real, it's localized, it's not a blanket threat hanging over the entire city every single day. Living in Wichita means accepting that, yeah, severe weather is part of the deal. This isn't specifically unique to Wichita specifically. Plenty of other different areas that deal with tornadoes or earthquakes or hurricanes. So we're not necessarily unique, but it is something that you need to be aware of. So like I said, living in Wichita means accepting that severe weather can be part of the deal. If you generally can't make peace with that, this might not be the right market for you. And hey, listen, That's a completely fair conclusion. But if you're someone who's done the research, you understand the risk, and is drawn to everything else this city has to offer, the cost of living, the job market, the community, the space, the weather is manageable. Plenty of people have lived here for decades and done just fine. The Andover tornado in 2022 took out over 300 buildings. Nobody was fatally injured because people had a plan and the alert system worked. You acknowledge it, you prepare for it, you don't let it make the decision for you. If you're thinking about making that move to Wichita, maybe one of the surrounding areas, you're going to have those folks downplaying everything. Oh, we'll see. Oh, well, no, it's not happening. To those that hype everything up, that are running outside when the storm's coming. I'm not coming off that way. We come with receipts. Everything I've shared with you today is backed by real sources. The National Weather Service's storm, the Andover Fire Chief's own words, KSN, the tornado path map showing the history of major events in this area. All those links are down below in the description so you can do your own independent research. That's exactly how it should be. If you're seriously thinking about relocating to Wichita, Kansas, hey, morning, afternoon, early evenings, weekends, shoot me a call, a text, an email. 316-284-7767 or james@movewithmcgrew.com. If Wichita's not your bag, we got playlists for all of the suburbs in the area around the metro. We'll throw a video up if you're wanting to continue that learning journey. We've also got all of the free goodies down below in the description. The tools for your schools, for your commute, for your crime, your safety, and my home buyer's rough draft. No sign up for any of that. Just real information to help you understand your timeline, your budget before you ever pick up the phone. But I've got your back with relocation to Wichita and the surrounding areas. You want to continue that learning journey? Hit this video over here. Maybe check out that playlist right there. I'll see you back here in the next one. Take care, guys.